The NGCOA is thrilled to present this year's Champion Award to New Jersey's Dave Wasenda and Joel Moore. This award is bestowed upon individuals who, or entities which, have succeeded in working on behalf of a group of owners, locally, regionally, nationally, or internationally, and have garnered significant victory for our members.
The two of you were nominated here together by a fellow owner of the NGCOA and member, and for all of your efforts to reopen and keep open golf in New Jersey throughout the pandemic.
Well, the golf courses we were all notified end of March that golf courses were to be closed, which was a surprise to everyone who's involved in the New Jersey golf industry. And there really wasn't initially any rhyme or reason to why they were closed. And at that point, all the various New Jersey golf organizations had to get together to try to come up with a response to the governor's office and his executive order.
So now, right, as we're all ready to open and you guys in New Jersey are about to come into your season, you have forced closures. Dave, can you talk a little bit about what you did?
Sure. So March 22nd, like Joel said, was the day that will live in infamy for us in New Jersey when everything was closed. We mobilized very quickly. I don't think it took us a day or so to start implementing a game plan on what we needed to do with the state and the associations and the local golf courses to get back open. And we realized very quickly that it wasn't going to be a week or two, it was going to be a while. So I think our plan at that point was to make sure that we educated the government on what golf was about and how it could be a safe part of the reopening plan, and B, was to be first in line when parks and outdoor activities opened, so that we were in that first wave of reopening, which eventually ended up happening on May 1st.
I think the initial reaction when the governor was trying to pull everything back and lock down everything was that golf courses were not an integral and significant component or a business. And then, as Dave referred to just a few minutes ago, that it was important for us and all the associations to educate the governor's office that the New Jersey golf industry employs thousands of individuals, New Jersey residents, and that it brings a significant amount of money into the New Jersey economy. So that was all an important part of the game plan and the strategy that we all had. And then the important part was how to implement it. And on behalf of the New Jersey Golf Course Owners Association, we immediately started contacting the governor's office. I utilized a lobbyist that I knew, and I also thought it was important to contact all the New Jersey senators and assemblymen and assemblywomen because they all had golf courses in their districts, and I thought they would be receptive and supportive of our task of trying to get the governor to understand how important New Jersey golf, the New Jersey golf industry is to the state's economy. And I think we were fairly successful in doing that.
Looking at your case and getting back open, Dave, is there anything else that you see now looking back that you would have changed in order to communicate or get back open at an earlier time?
I don't think so. I mean, we all agreed that the situation was bad with COVID. I think our main objective throughout the whole process was that how can we assure that we are providing a safe environment for people to recreate. And I think Joel and I talked about it. It was even referenced in some of the letters. We have more than 1 acre per person when somebody's at a golf course. Now, granted, 4 people are playing together, but they're over a couple acre piece of land. So there's no safer way to recreate. And really, at the end of it all, is that April was that point of turning where we were coming out of the winter, and people normally have cabin fever anyway. And when people had to do something, and our objective, and it was a good one, was to say, hey, this is the place you want people to be. You don't want people to be indoors with other people, like they're saying now with holiday gatherings and things like that. You want them to be a place like ours, because we can safely do this, and through the pamphlets and all of the information that all of the allied associations came up with and utilized across the board, which I think was a good move, that we all worked together to make sure that we were sending the same message. And heck, I was part of calling golf courses that I heard were not complying with government orders when they first opened, to tell them, hey, we gotta all work together and be on the same page, or else, one bad egg could ruin the whole batch here. And we were, knock wood, we were all open safely, and never had one come back from the government that things were not going well. Hopefully, everybody in New Jersey appreciated the efforts that we made, as well as the other associations, to represent our industry in a time where it was scary. It was a scary time for us, as well as everybody that got affected by this.
Well, Dave and Joel, thank you for all you've done for the golf industry in New Jersey. It is clear that you rallied the New Jersey golf course owners and were vital to getting them reopened much sooner than would have otherwise been possible. You certainly are deserving, and we are excited to present you both with this year's Champion Award. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.